Hello and welcome to Duke's Handbook, where I give general life advice on anything that anybody has. The Reddit episodes are Mondays at 05:30 in the morning Mountain Time. Anytime somebody emails in or have multiples like that, those episodes are released Tuesday through Friday at 5:30 in the morning. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to Duke's Handbook, and we are on chapter 15, where we are doing Am I the Asshole? And I gotta say, I really freaking love these episodes, because sometimes you're like, yeah, dude, you are an asshole, what the fuck? And then sometimes you're just like, yeah, it's whatever. You're good. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it, and this one is called Am I the Asshole for Walking Out of a Restaurant on My Girlfriend? Girlfriend and I were having dinner at a restaurant when she got a text from her best friend who recently gave birth, and she said, oh my God, she got a C-section. She works as a nurse, so she then explained to me the type of incision they make for that and how it'll leave a scar. Wow, why is this so hard for me to read right now? I then, as a joke, said, at least she'll still be tight down there. My girlfriend looked confused and then said that was a weird comment to make about her friend. I then said it was a very normal joke to make, and she disagreed. TLDR, there was some back and forth. Oh, long story short, I guess. There was some back and forth. I asked her to drop it, and she kept trying to talk about it. I said to her, you're so insecure. And she then goes, does it make you feel good to call me that? So then I got really frustrated, got up, and walked out of the restaurant and drove home. She called me several times. I drove both of us there. But I was so frustrated and just wanted to get home, so I turned my phone off. She showed up at our apartment 30 minutes later and was really pissed, called me an asshole, and overreacted, and that she waited in the cold for 20 minutes for an Uber. Am I the asshole for walking out on her and leaving her there for being frustrated? I don't know, man. I mean, like, it's kind of, I don't know why she'd like keep poking at it. It is kind of a normal joke. Like, maybe she needs to get a better sense of humor. I think maybe the insecure comment makes you an asshole. But other than that, no, I mean, like, fuck, dude. You were just like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm out. So, I mean, take that for what you will. So this one here is called Am I the Asshole for Not Wanting to Quit Drinking occasionally while my wife was pregnant and now pumping? No. Just off the title, no. You're not. My wife has been giving me a hard time about drinking on occasion lately. It started when she was pregnant because a few of her friends' husbands stopped drinking when they were pregnant and pumping. Apparently, that is a thing. I'm with you on that. I don't know why that would be a thing. She wants me to be, quote, going through this with her. Okay. I am just not understanding what the problem is. I used to drink whenever I wanted to, if that meant during the week, weekend, whatever, and she used to drink with me at the same time. Then she told me I can only drink on the weekends, and now she says only on social events. Rare with a 3-month-old. Am I missing something here? I don't think you are, dude. I think you're... Okay. If I had a sickness and were unable to walk or something, I don't think that I would try to restrict her from walking so that she would be, quote, going through this with me. Or if I had a gluten allergy, I wouldn't tell her she couldn't enjoy a pizza whenever she wanted. I'm standing with you on this one. It's fucking dumb. So am I the asshole? Edit. When I drink is typically 4 beers on a Friday and Saturday. And then, reading replies, whatever. Dude, no, you're not the asshole. I don't know why this is like becoming a thing where it's like women get pregnant and not all women, but some women are getting like pregnant and being like, well, I can't smoke or drink, so neither the fuck can you. How about no? Okay, you're not the asshole. I'm just gonna cut it off. You're not the asshole. This one should be good. It says, am I the asshole because my sister-in-law got injured? Maybe, but let's read through. My in-laws are currently in town visiting husband and I. We decided to go on a beginner's hike with the family this weekend. The mountain we chose has a relatively easy track with a spectacular view of the ocean at the summit. My sister-in-law, 21, has only started becoming more active since she began university. My dumbass. I grew up doing a lot of nature walks, forest hikes, tree climbing with my parents. I'm far from my fittest these days, but I still remember how to do these things. Basically, during the hike, there was a small path off the trail which led down into a valley with a little lake. In the lake was an island with a tree in it. That's actually fucking cool, man. I'd like to find out where that is so I could go take pictures of it. I thought it looked pretty, so I told my husband to tell everyone to continue without me, and I would catch up after I went down to have a look. Unbeknownst to me, my sister-in-law decided that if I, being overweight, could do it, then so could she. Well, she tried to follow the path I had taken, got her foot stuck between two rocks, and ended up twisting it. Oh, fuck, that sucks. Especially like mid-hike. Oh, man, fuck that. I heard her yelling and had to climb back up, and husband ended up making a makeshift cold compress from the ice packs we had in our cooler bag. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law have been blaming me for her hurting herself because somehow it's my fault she decided to come after me, and also it's my fault that I didn't wait for her. Apparently, I'm also not being sympathetic enough to her, even though today she's absolutely fine. I maintain it was a bad accident, but she shouldn't have followed me. The edit here is she had a swollen ankle for a few hours and a couple scrapes on her arm. Both are healed as confirmed by a doctor. All I meant by the phrase bad accident was that it is a bad thing to happen and it was an accident. This isn't in any way related to the severity of her injury, which is what people seem to think it is. Am I the asshole? No, dude. Yeah, I don't know why she decided to follow you like a toddler, but like you knew you could handle it. She's just starting. She wasn't paying attention to her footing, obviously. So, no, you're definitely not the asshole. I'm running along a lot of not the assholes this episode, but damn, not the asshole. Just she's an idiot. This one is called, am I the asshole for denying my children's grandma access to them? Off the cuff, I'm going to say yes, because, I don't know, I'm one that parents and grandparents should definitely be in their life. But let's check it out. It's a pretty long one. I have a son called Milo. I had him with my ex, Matt. Matt was abusive and he dumped me as soon as I got pregnant and refused to get an abortion. He then moved on to another girl, don't need to know her name, and did basically the same thing to her. Damn, what a piece of shit. She has a daughter, Haley. When my son was 3, I reached out to her on Facebook so our children could know each other. One thing led to another, and we moved in together, and a year later to help each other raise our kids. That's cool. A few years after that, we started dating each other, and we're engaged now. Oh, shit. Okay. Her family treats me like I'm one of them, which is amazing because I'm estranged from my own. Okay. Matt's mother is now trying to reach out to get to know our children. When I became pregnant, all those years ago, she refused to help me in any way, and she wouldn't hold her son accountable for his actions. Weird. Okay. However, when Serena was pregnant, Didn't know that we didn't need to know her name, but now we do. Serena is her fiance. Now, Matt's ex, that he did the same thing for. If it's confusing, you'll get it. However, when Serena was pregnant, she was very happy to help her and play grandma to Haley. This is because Serena and Matthew, and by extension his mother, are from the same country while I'm not. When Serena and I moved in together, Iris was still only interested in being a grandma to Haley, but that didn't sit right with Serena, so she cut her off. Cool. Hey, good job, Serena. Like, fuck that. If you're not going to treat both of our kids, which are both your son's kids, the same, come on. Somehow, from extreme Facebook sleuthing, I suspect, Iris has found out that Serena and I are engaged. She messaged Serena and asked if she could see both of the kids. Serena agreed to a phone call with her first, and Iris sounded much more eager about seeing Haley again as opposed to meeting Milo for the first time. She swore that she wasn't in contact with her son anymore, and she was lonely and wanted to get to know her grandchildren. One of those people. Okay. Eventually, we agreed to all go out for lunch together. The kids enjoyed it, but once again, it was obvious she was happier to see Haley. When we got home that evening, we decided to not meet her again, and Serena sent a message explaining why. Iris freaked out and spam called us a million times and sent us many hateful messages saying that she needs time to warm up to Milo. I even received an email to my work email from Matt calling me heartless and doing that to his mother. My work email is easily accessible from my work's website, and he probably Googled my name to find it. Wow. Sounds like a whole bunch of garbage people. The reasoning behind my decision was the fact that Milo has already faced rejection from my family. I cut them off when he was 4, but in the years before that, he watched his cousins get treated so much better than he was because my family hated me for being a teen mom. That's bullshit, dude. Fuck. Serena's family has accepted him with open arms, but I can't bear the thought of him being treated as second again, so that's why I chose to cut off Iris. Her explanation/excuse is that she regrets how she refused to meet him before, and she just needs time to get to know him, which makes no sense because Haley doesn't remember her at all, so she's basically at the same place with both kids. I'd love an unbiased opinion of this. Am I the asshole? No. God dang, I keep hitting no assholes. I don't think you're the asshole at all, man. I think cutting that negativity out, man, that's what you need to do. And that's what you're doing exactly. You want your son to feel wanted and on the same level as his sister, but like, dude, no, you're not the asshole, man. Just cut her out. Fuck it, dude. What's she gonna do? Oh, yeah. I got grandkids with my piece of shit son had babies with 2 women, and now they don't want me to see my grandkids. No, fuck that, dude. You're good. You're not the asshole. This one is, am I the asshole for telling her to get over herself? You might be. But let's get into the situation. I got a dog 2 years ago, a corgi, and she is very much so my sidekick. I've been with my fiance for 5 years. My fiance does like the dog, but she is currently pregnant and experiencing massive migraines and has been snapping at everything. So every morning when I get up, I find my fiance already awake and at the table relaxing. As soon as I get out of bed, my dog goes nuts. It's like super energy, where she is running sideways, barking up a storm, jumping from the bed to the floor a million times, causing the apartment to shake because it's old as fuck. They said as F, but whatever. I got to put it in there. Etc. And I will sit there and sing made up songs to her and just fuck around with her. It is pretty noisy and I can be loud. It is just my way of interacting with my pet. I also have ADHD, so I'm fully aware that I can be ridiculously loud, and sometimes I simply forget to tone it down. My fiance has complained about it a few times, and I will absolutely try to tone it down for a while. But as fucked up as it sounds, the second she stops complaining and is quote out of sight, out of mind, I start doing it again. If I catch myself, I apologize immediately, but sometimes I don't even catch myself doing it. I'm still gonna go with not the asshole, but you're kind of an asshole, a little bit, just a little bit, like tone down the morning shit, right? And corgis are so freaking cute. One of my neighbors has a corgi. I freaking love that thing. And she too does the super excited, like when I go over there, super excited, super loud. You know, we're all like, shh, like I'm literally petting you as you're barking at me. Okay, so continuing forward. So she has been getting up earlier than normal because she says she needs, quote, peace and quiet away from you and the dog. Okay, because she can't hear herself think when we get up, and then she starts getting migraines and being overall pissed off. But now she is complaining because I can sense her not in the bed anymore, probably after 20 minutes of her being gone and her warmth no longer there. And then I'm wide awake and the dog senses it. And, you know. So she's now getting pissed because she thinks I'm purposely not letting her have space and purposely annoying her with my behaviors, which you're not. But, you know, whatever. I'm not, truly, but it seems like it, I guess. I've tried just laying in bed for a while so she can relax, but I get stir crazy, and I also don't feel like I should have to stay in bed so she can be alone when I live here too. I don't know, man. Give her that time in the morning, dude. Just give her that time in the morning. But she flipped this morning. I felt her sneaking out of bed this morning at 5 a.m. and tiptoe out of the room. I watched her sit at the table with her book. Well, the dog saw me awake and immediately goes ballistic, jumping on the bed, whining, barking, etc. She comes in and says, "Will you guys calm down so I have time to myself for once?" I just side-eyed her because I'm getting pissed at this point with her demands. She says, "Well," I tell her to get over herself. Just because she's pregnant doesn't mean I have to change who I am or change how the household works or change my dynamic with my dog. She immediately left after telling me to go fuck myself and won't answer my calls. She's been gone for 6 hours. Because she needs that time, dog. She needs that like little bit of time in the morning. I'm assuming you guys are like in a one bedroom, right? She needs that little bit of time in the morning to fucking chill. So, yeah, you're a fucking asshole this time. What the fuck? Just be like, okay, cool. Well, fucking take the dog out for a walk. Go get a coffee and some breakfast or something like that and let her have the place to herself for a little bit. Fuck, dude. You're an asshole. Not a piece of shit, but you're an asshole, at least. And that'll do it for this episode. Thank you to everybody that's been listening and everything like that. So I really appreciate it. It's helping it grow. Go check out the YouTube. Go check out wherever you're getting it from, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio. Just still thank you for listening. Again, every Monday, 5:30 a.m., new episodes. And I'm currently working on a new project, and it's going to be an extension of this one. It'll be Duke's Handbook Generations or Origins, something like that. And I'll keep you guys in the loop on that project so you know where to find that one as well. Thank you for listening. You have a good rest of your day.